I mean, if you look at it, no, let's be real. If you look at it, without capital, several things are not possible. I mean, for each business that you look at, I always tell people, for a business to be successful, you need three things. You need capital, you need connections, you need strategy. Capital without connections is dead capital. I always say that. Business comes down to relationship management. And what I believe has somewhat affected us over the last years, in my experience, in my young experience, let me just put that out, it has been that businesses have not been able to afford the opportunity to get flexible capital, especially MSMEs. And that's something I had to do a research paper on it when I was at UWI, and that's when I really started looking into this sector. Now, if you look on it, we as bankers, we have a role to play. I mean, if it is that we can create some flexible solutions for these businesses, they grow, demand grows, the start of employment. That's how economies grow. I mean, government sets policies, but I believe we the owners of capital, we're the ones that have to drive growth. So I believe growth should be driven from the private sector. You look in the Americas, that's what happens. So that's why I said the Lord's work.
The Lord's work. And IB is a big part of that.
Yes.
So you talk about the great trinity of business.
Yeah.
So investment bankers come together and say, let us create business in our own image. Okay, all right. I'm with you. Omar over there losing mind. Right. Anyway, all right. So, but in all seriousness though, so the real economy, you see investment banking working hand in hand with the real economy, fueling it. So let's say if we get this thing right, we do it well. I mean, what is the positive long run impact that you see we can have on the real economy?
So one of the things I really wish we could start doing more is public-private partnerships. In the sense of, I think there's enough capital in Jamaica for us to have far better infrastructure, for us to improve the lives of our citizens. So if it is that we can create some flexible solution in the sense of we start build out infrastructure, we have pension fund financing it because they are of a long-term view. And we start see way in which we can improve infrastructure. I think that's how we can start see people's lives being changed and people's lives being impacted in a positive way. Just a simple thing as water. I mean, you see water shortage and you hear NWC saying that because they don't have capacity at the dam because of the silt in it and infrastructure. Those are things that I think capital can fix in the sense of it's all about engineering a solution. And again, that's why I said those are the ways in which I think us as bankers can come in and actually bring about meaningful and impacting change that can change people's lives.
But you know, the problem with the whole infrastructure story traditionally though is that everything you said is right, like, but from like a commercial point of view, especially when you talk about public merit goods, they don't have the natural returns that would attract the private capital. So have you thought through that? And I guess when you talk about engineering solutions, this is like one problem we have to get past.
No, so onset, I don't have a solution onset, but I know it exists. Onset, I don't have a solution, a financing solution, onset no. But I know the solution. It can be created. I think just recently I saw where the Goodyear factory in St. Thomas, the whole renovation of that into a townhouse. I think that's into a town center. I look forward to that. I think that's just one step in the way I think that government and private sector can partner. So I do think that it's just for us. I don't think that the focus has been given to it as how it has been given to financing real estate development, commercial real estate development. So I think if focus is given, I think we can drive some alpha.
Yeah, and I give you a little trouble. Because the truth is, like you said, the Analyst program, those kind of bright minds, put you guys together, I'm sure you guys can come up with some creative solutions. But I mean, there's a lot of infrastructure. I mean, you're absolutely right. There's a lot of infrastructure that it can be financed profitably. So, I mean, if you think about ports and you think about utilities and you think about toll road, beltway, etc., sewer systems, whatever. So I think you're absolutely right.